She was one of the first students in the GATE program. So,
Mm-hmm.
And those of us that were in the GATE program, just so you know, I was one of the very few that is not an RH negative that was in a GATE program. I also didn't have many of the issues that everyone else in the GATE program had. In junior high and high school, you had kids that rode the short bus and you had kids that rode the long bus. I was a kid that rode the long bus, but all my classmates were the kids that rode the short bus. And I was watched different. Anyone who was involved in that knows that you were being studied. They were teaching us code breaking. They were teaching us, can you tell me what symbol's on the other side of this card? Yeah, of course. And you would tell them, and the teachers are like freaking out because they never had a student do that, you know, and it's quite interesting. So yeah, there's all sorts of great, wonderful stuff with that. If you guys ever want to, that's a rabbit hole to go down and enjoy, but that is an offshoot of the MKUltra program for sure. 100%. They're looking for psychic warriors and people that can see the future and remote viewing and all
you know,
sorts.
Casey, that's so funny because like I think it was so diluted by the time, you know, it got to like the little area we were, but I can do a lot of that stuff for sure. You know, but they didn't talk about it, but it was cool where like we would go on field trips and we learn about like stock market, and that was in sixth grade.
Say, like 5th, 6th grade, right?
Yeah, and like nobody else, you know, obviously because there was only like 4 of us in the program. You know,
they were teaching us code breaking. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
They would have us. I know Stephanie looked like, wait, what? Like, yeah, they're using children to find those things because we're so raw. We don't have those built up beliefs of how the world should be yet. And they're looking for that and they're trying to develop that. You can teach anyone